Hey there, gang. Well, here it is. These are all of the new comic books I bought this week at my local comic book store. Going to show you what I got, tell you why I got them, and invite you to comment down below on what you got. Did you get any of these books? Did you enjoy them? Maybe more fun, did you not? What did you get that I did not come home with? We're going to talk about that, plus a couple of other special surprises I treated myself to this week. So if you like comic books, stick around. We're going to have some fun. Hey there, Bubby. Welcome to Shanghalla. My name is Duke, and this is a weekly haul video. We're back to doing the weekly haul on a weekly basis. Hoorah, hooray, 3 cheers and a tiger from me. All right, so let's not waste any time. Please do like, share, subscribe, comment away, do all the groovy things. Please do share. I'm in the drive for 1,000 subscribers. We're at 732, I think, as I film this. So tell your friends, anybody who likes comic books, tell them, hey, you might like this Shanghalla channel. This guy's pretty knowledgeable, and also, though he doesn't show his face on camera, he just sounds like he's probably very handsome. So please do. I don't have breasts. Well, actually, I'm overweight that I actually do have breasts. So I have great big man boobs. Maybe I should show a little cleavage. Maybe that would help me boost the subscriber count. I don't know. But anyway, let's talk about these books. This is Bylines in Blood, #1. I believe this is a limited series. Most Aftershock books are like 5 or 6 issues or so. I got this primarily because it is about a journalist. And as you know, regular viewers, you know I used to be a journalist for about 15 years. I mean, nothing big, just a local small town weekly newspaper reporter covering local school board, select board, planning board meetings, things like that. Feature stories, you know. Big double spread on somebody's prize pumpkin. You know how it goes. But I'm just always fascinated on what people who are not journalists think journalists actually do and how they think the job actually works. So I got this primarily because I'm expecting to do a really terrible review on it. And also, this is something that I'm hopeful that it could be something that belongs as being a comic book. Now, it looks pretty densely packed, so that's a good thing. But there are a lot of things these days that it's like, well, that could have been a short story. That could have been better done as a TV script or a movie. Probably is a pitch for a TV script or a movie, frankly. But why is it a comic book? What audience is it trying to reach? This one looks like it could be interesting, though. The only thing, though, is it is definitely overproduced. This is a heavy cardstock cover, slick pages. That's too much for a comic book in my mind. To my way of thinking, you put the periodical out. It's called a floppy for a reason. It needs to flop. And you put it out as cheaply as possible. And if it proves popular, then you can put it out in a high-quality edition, a collected edition with hardcover or hard cardstock. Say it like a man. In the slick pages and the great coloring and all of that. But anyway, how much is this? I think this is $4.99. So I really took a dive on this one. Luckily, thankfully, I do get a discount at my local comic store, as you probably do at yours. Most shops these days do give a discount for pre-ordering. But still, $4.99 for a regular length comic book is quite a hit. And Aftershock doesn't usually, I don't think, do a big first issue and then come back on the subsequent issues with the regular price. Although regular $3.99 is even still too much, in my opinion. But I think this is going to be $4.99 all the way through. So we'll see how good the first issue is, and rather I stick with it all the way through. I mean, I'm already pre-ordered up to number 3, so I probably will. From Dynamite, Elvira meets Vincent Price. Why did I get that? Well, duh, it's Elvira and Vincent Price together in one book. This is issue 4. I have the first 3 kicking around. Haven't gotten around to reading them yet. But the book does look good inside. It looks like exactly what it purports to offer. This is the only Dynamite book that I have purchased in a long time. Dynamite is kind of degraded, to my mind, in zero content, all cover. Like each issue will have as many covers as it does pages, and all kind of cheesecake stuff, and not all of them particularly good, although those are all right. I could live with a poster of each of those. But yeah, now I will say that recently I've had a couple of people recommend to me Barbarella in the comments below. A couple of people have recommended Barbarella, so I may look and see if we have that. I doubt it, because we generally don't order in much for the shelves that are not on people's pull list. Now, I say we because, as you know, the company I work for, where I work grading comic books to be sold on eBay, that same company owns the store where I get my books. So in addition to a regular discount, I also get a little bit of an employee discount. Although, I mean, that really comes out to about the same price you would get through any mail order dealer like DCBS or something like that, less the postage. So anyway, I'm gonna have to maybe try out Barbarella if I can land my hands on a copy or two, because according to the people who have recommended it, it is not just it's not just doing a book for the purposes of selling alternate covers. It's an actual well-drawn, well-written book. That's what they claim, and it's a couple of people whose opinions I've come to respect. So we'll see. But anyway, that's what that is and why I got it. The Fourth Man. Now, I honestly can't remember why I ordered this, because it was like 3 months ago when I placed my pre-order. I think there must have been something in this solicitation that appealed to me, but it's some kind of crime thing, and here you can see people doing crime stuff. This looks very much like, if you like the Ed Brubaker crime books, then this is probably up your alley. But I think the main reason I ordered this is, assuming there was something in the solicitation that appealed to me. I've also come to trust AWA. There it is. I went up here for the logo. It's down here. AWA, Artists and Writers Alliance, I think is what it stands for, AWA Studios. I've come to enjoy several of their titles, and I've gotten to the point where I pretty much take it on faith that a new series is going to be pretty good. Like, if I'm on the fence, I'll go for it. Whereas with a lot of other companies like Image, if I'm on the fence, I'll generally default to no. I have to really be intrigued by the book to get it. And with DC and Marvel, it's like, forget it. Something has to really, really, really appeal to me to make a jump for them. But yeah, I would go so far as to say that AWA is currently my favorite publisher. So let me know in the comments below, who is your favorite publisher? Are you still a Marvel zombie? Are you stuck on DC? Do you like one of the other smaller companies? Who is your favorite? And where does AWA rank among all the publishers for you? This is a Scout book, Scout Comics, and I got this one primarily, it's called The King's Vengeance, and I got it really just based on the cover. You got what looks like in a post-apocalyptic world with people riding dinosaurs. I am presuming that's going to be right up my alleyway. Although, who knows? I mean, it looks kind of decompressed here with not much going on, so I might feel like it was stuffed up my alleyway. By the time I'm done. And this is another one, Cardstock Covers, really not needed. I would rather have just regular covers, newsprint at $2.99 or even better $1.99 than that. Because I mean, comic books, they're periodicals. They should be published almost as if they're disposable, like the daily newspaper. That's how it originally was, and that's how it still should be. And as I said, if something proves popular, then you can put it in a collected edition with high production values. But just the regular comic book, it shouldn't be made and marketed like it's a limited edition collectible. That loses you more audience than it gains. Manifest Destiny, I'm a little lost on this one because it's been about 3 issues since I've been able to get this book. Diamond keeps screwing up the order and we get shorted. And so I'm sort of on the verge of dropping this. Now, this was a favorite book for a long time. It's the Lewis and Clark Expedition, assuming there's a secret history where they ran across all kinds of cryptozoologic animals and beasts and creatures in their travels through the Great Northwest. And yeah, like I said, it was a favorite book for a long, long time, but Diamond has not been doing a very good job of actually getting us the issues I order. Because generally, like I said, the store, generally only orders from the smaller companies, meaning not Marvel and DC, just enough to pull list requests. And so I think I'm the only one who orders this book. So we get like one copy. And Diamond, for some reason, like if somebody orders 50 copies, and that's including like 20 for the shelf, they'll get all their books. But the store that orders just one copy, or two or three, and they're all for pull list, that's the one that will get shorted. It's like, wouldn't you short the one where they're ordering just for overages? But I guess, that's why Jeppy is doing so well, because he's yet somebody else who doesn't do what I would do. Obviously, I mean so well, sarcastically. But anyway, there was a time when I could recommend Manifest Destiny. I don't really know how it is anymore. Marjorie Finnegan, Temporal Criminal. This has been a fun little book. And again, it's one of those books that this is 8 of 8, the last issue. I'm sure there will be a follow-up, Marjorie Finnegan, Temporal Criminal Season 2. or whatever they call it, these days, Part 2. Season 2 seems to be the way they want to go. This is also a book that I can very easily see coming to a streaming service, Netflix or something like that. So you may want to grab these while you still can. But yeah, it's been a fun little book. I've enjoyed it, and it's part of why I am really high on AWA right now. So let me know if you've been buying that and what you think of it. The Marvels, we're up to issue 7, and I haven't read any of them yet. I have to get off the stick and read a few of these and find out if I actually like it. But, I bought it because it's Kurt Busiek and Yildiray Cinar. I hope I'm saying that right. Yildi, let me know in the comments below. I know you're not watching, but if you should happen across this channel, let me know how to pronounce your name, or if somebody else knows how to pronounce it. But, yeah... This is another one of those everybody, everything, all the time. But again, I bought it on the name alone. Partly because I was expecting a Marvelized Astro City, I guess. One Star Squadron. We saw the first issue of this in the last video, in part because that last video was about a month's worth of books. But this is One Star Squadron, and I bought it primarily because I'm an old school Red Tornado fan. And I haven't read that first issue yet, so I gotta get on that. But here we go. Boom, ba-doom. Boom, ba-doom. It's just showing you a little bit of the inside, but not too much. And again, I'm a little intrigued because, like Flying Fox, I thought he was dead. I don't know why Danny Rand is in this book. And there's some other people in here that I thought were dead. I don't see any right off. Oh, yeah. Black Condor, I thought he was dead. Is that G.I. Robot or Brother Power? I'm not sure. That might be Brother Power. Boom-ba-doom. Anyway. And this last book, this is another second issue of a new mini-series. We saw the first issue in the last video, and this I bought entirely because of Robert Venditti and because of how much I am enjoying his Superman 78 series. Be interesting to see his interpretation of Krypton. See if we move back towards some of the traditional utopian super science, or if we're going to go with that cold, harsh, almost Vulcan-like crystal technology shtick from the movies. Seem to be getting more ads than book. Oh, look at that. What's going on there? Is that part of the book or is that part of the ad? I don't know. That reminds me of that John Byrne Alpha Flight book where it was Snowbird fighting a polar bear in a snowstorm. It was exactly like that for most of the book. Look at that. I hope that's supposed to be like that and that's not some kind of mistake. We'll see. That looks like probably it's got something to do with the Phantom Zone. Anyway, those are the books I got. Here is the surprise. Boom! Got myself a new Mego. There's the Joker. So I've got... Where's my Batman? Where's my Batman? Batman's here somewhere. Here he is. Ta-ta-da-ta-da. Got my Batman. I did lose my Batarang, though, that came with the Batman. But there's him, and now he's got to fight the Joker. Although Joker looks taller than he is. Joker, well, maybe not. It's got a bigger head anyway. And This is kind of an upgrade from the original 70s Joker, because that one had, like, if I recall correctly, had the vest and everything was kind of spray painted on. It was printed, but now he's got a legit shirt and vest and jacket. Although that looks like it's a single stitch holding that together, so we'll see how well that holds up to vigorous play. And yes, I do play with my action figures, damn it. I take them out of the package and I play with them. So, I'm a bad fanboy. But anyway, I got that. And I do actually have, we got some other Migos in. So I have a Robin, a Riddler, and a Penguin set aside. So I'll be getting one of those in each of the next 3 weeks. Unless I've got like a lot of books in and I'm close to budget. But if I'm a little under budget, then I'll sneak one of these in. And then the last thing I got this week was the Marvel Solicitation catalog for books shipping in March. And this is actually late. This just came in. We got the previews catalog a couple of weeks ago. We still haven't got the DC catalog. DC has started printing a catalog again, which is good. Their online catalog. I'm not opposed to a digital-only catalog, but the way they had theirs set up, it was just a hot mess. It was hard and impossible to navigate on a laptop anyway. So I am glad that they've got a print catalog again, because it's also easier to go over the solicitations with you with a print catalog, I think. But, you know, we may have to, with DC, we may have to resort to doing it online. But our next video, we will go over the Marvel solicitations for March, and I'll let you know what I intend to put on my pull list and what not. And then we'll snark on some of the stuff that I intend to not get. Here's something I'm not going to get, I can tell you right off. It's going to be fun. I'm going to beat up a lot of stuff. Actually, before we do this in the next video, I'm going to do a video inspired by a fellow YouTuber, Brock Morgan, a.k.a. the Brockness Monster. He recently posted his 12 most wanted books for 2022, what's on his wish list that he wants to add to his collection this coming year. So I was inspired by that to do a 22 for 22. So in the next video, I'm going to go over that, the 22 books I have on my wish list. And a little hint for you, not one of them is on yours. And then we will do the Marvel solicitations. And then in addition to that, we still have unboxings and grading videos coming up, because I am backed up on those as well. I have several of each of those filmed that I just need to get around to editing and posting. So that's it. That's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. But anyway, whether it is on a pull list video or a wish list video or a weekly haul video or a grading video or a unboxing video or just out there on the interwebs somewhere, until our paths cross next, goodbye, good luck, and please be good to each other.